All right, the last video, this is part two of Google Drive. The last video showed you like the basics of how you can make new folders and upload files and even upload photos and the sharing options. A couple other quick little things. You have a teacher account with Google Drive, so this doesn't really matter. It's basically unlimited. Um, you don't even have to worry about emptying out your trash or anything like that. You can just kind of leave those things alone. Um, However, some teachers are very organized when it comes to color coding and things like that. So, um, if you're a teacher that teaches all four subjects in your classroom or all different periods, and you want to label them as different colors, you can do the right click, two finger click on Chromebook or MacBook, um, and come through your menu options here, and you can change the color of folders. So, like if I wanted this fourth grade folder to be red, it'll just pop up red, and that way, it'll keep them in order alphabetically still, but you'll at least know where it goes if you have a color scheme that you go by. Personally, I just kind of use the standard one. That's just how I do it, but everybody has their own preferences. If you want to, if this is a folder you go to a lot, you can star it. Okay, so you can click on the two finger click or right click and click on add to star. Right now it's saying remove, but you can add it to the star, and then when you click on start over here in the left menu, it will automatically show you that folder. That way you don't have to keep searching for it all the time. Again, this is something I don't really use, but it does help someone to not be frustrated trying to find a certain folder, and you can do that even with an individual file. If this is a file that I wanted to do that, I can add it to start, and then when I come to start, it's going to be right there. So if that's a file you go to all the time, it's an option for you. So that is one way of kind of making your life a little easier with Google Drive. A couple other quick things. Uh, One is, if let's say you have a file that was shared with you. Um, this one is in my shared folder, but it's not actually in my Google Drive. So I showed this in the last video. You can add a shortcut to it, but that still doesn't actually put it in your drive. So if you actually want a copy of the document, um, the easiest way to do this is to open the document, and depending on what type of document it is, if it's a Google Doc like this or a Google Slide, you can click on File, and you can click on Make a Copy, and then you can even name it something here. I'm just going to do it like that, and I'm going to click OK. And what will happen is you will get the same thing. It just says Copy Of now, but in your Google Drive, it will actually be there for you now too. So I may have to refresh it. It's possible. No, right here it is. So copy of DLC Workday, and now I have a copy of it, and that's the best way to do it. But here's the thing too: it's placed in the outskirts of my Google Drive, so it's not in a folder. But let's say I want it to be on a particular folder. I can right click, or two finger click again, whatever how you want to do it. It's according to what you're on. I can rename from here just like I would on a Windows PC, but also I can click on Move To, and when I click on Move To, it pulls up all folders in my drive, and I can choose any folder that's in here, and I can move it to it. So if I wanted to put it in this folder here, I would just click that, and I would click on Move, and now that file is gone from here, and it's in the site picks folder that I chose. So those are some extra little tips about Google Drive that will help you stay organized and find find your items a little bit quicker. Here's the one I just moved. So hopefully these help you. And if you have any questions, be sure to click on the contact page on our new site here, and contact one of us, and we'll be sure to help you. Thank you, guys.